Monday, Alabama just won their 6th championship under Coach Nick Saban. Dustin, what did this championship do for Alabama's dynasty?
I don't think there's really much more we could say about Alabama's dynasty. I mean, it's been.
Let's cancel the fucking segment then.
It's been like this. I still got my 2 cents. God, shut me down that quick. But it's been this powerful for as long as I've been a person on this planet.
Not very long.
Almost 20 years. They've been good.
Yeah.
So out of all my in-person knowledge, they've been good. So, like I was saying, I don't know how much more successful you can become. I mean, that's Nick Saban alone's 6th national championship, and you say they have 17?
17.
So I don't know.
17.
I'm not on track with who has as many national championships as them, but I know Michigan still has most wins, but they've been a school for that much longer, I know. But what it did solidify is Nick Saban. I am a Michigan fan. that Nick Saban continues to solidify himself as one of the greatest college football coaches of all time. I mean, I don't know another head coach in the country that would put their backup quarterback in a national championship game. And I get it. Alabama, he gets the best players in the country. He's the best recruiter in the country, no matter what you think about James Franklin or Urban Meyer. He's definitely the best recruiter in the country. So I don't know if Ohio State goes into Urban Meyer plays backup quarterback, and I just don't think it would happen.
True freshman.
A true freshman, too. And a lefty, a southpaw.
Yeah.
Hawaiian.
Right? Is he? Oh, yeah, Tua. I don't even know how to say his last name.
Honolulu.
Not important.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Not important. So I don't know how much it really did for Alabama, but it's continuing to solidify Nick Saban as one of the greatest college football coaches of all time. I'll be interested to see. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Bruce Arians just said that that you wouldn't count him out for the Giants head coaching job. I don't think he's going to leave.
What's that?
Bruce Arians.
Arians?
Whatever, I don't know. It's a coach, it's not important. And he just retired too, so he's even less important.
me as if I know who the fuck he's talking about. I don't want football. Come on.
If it's not a Coal Region name, I don't know how to say it. But I just saw that he just said that he wouldn't count Nick Saban out for the Giants head coach job, which I find it hard to believe, but I mean, it's a possibility. I'd be interested to see what he could do in the NFL. I mean, it's a whole different ballgame, and some coaches struggle with, some coaches don't.
Hey, maybe if he makes the jump to the NFL, then Coach Roth can take over
Jim
Alabama.
Roth can take over Alabama because he's been recruiting for just as long.
Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay.
All right. We all know Alabama, how great they are. They always play in the best conference in college football. But since 2007, when Nick Saban started at Alabama, they are 132-20, which is an 87% winning percentage, and that counts 6 championships. But all time, they have 26 conference championships, and what people say is the best conference in college football, which is the SEC. And then they also have 17 national championships. So, thinking about in high school, just Southern Columbia, they have how many? 8, right?
8 is great.
8 is great.
8. We think, oh, that's crazy that they have 8 titles, but Alabama has 17, which is more harder league to play in. So, Nick Saban is probably the greatest college coach ever, maybe possibly greatest coach to ever coach football. So, what? Is that a bold statement?
A little bit. I just never put that thought into that, I guess. I mean, I like Janice always says, if you haven't done it at the highest level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's his choice to stay.
No,
there.
I understand that, but it's like I'm a Duke fan, but I say about Coach K. I think the one thing saying from him being like greatest coach of all time is that even though he's been fantastic at the collegiate level, he haven't done it at the NBA level.
At the Olympic level, which is what.
That's a fair point.
Obviously, Nick Saban hasn't, but
but I know, and for Coach K, that could be a serious thing to say that. But for Nick Saban, he doesn't have that other.
But when you're that excellent, I don't think it really matters.
I'm nitpicky at this point.
If he had a blemish, that would be his blemish.
Yeah, because if I'm comparing him to Greg Popovich, something like that, like if I'm talking about Coach K.
Yeah,
but I still put Coach K above every coach in the NBA right now, but like 3 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1 all time. We're talking 1 all time. Yeah.
But back to what Dustin was saying about how they changed their quarterback at halftime. What coach in the biggest spot in the season switches quarterbacks at halftime. Most coaches will stick with the quarterback. Yes.
When I coached a powder puff game senior year,
You lost.
high
You
school-
lost.
Yeah,
You
we did
Loser.
lose because our team cheated. Actually, she was a junior, and their team cheated.
You had the game rigged and you still
I
lost.
half of you guys had dicks, so whatever. I changed my quarterback at halftime, so I also did that. But go
Who was
ahead.
quarterback? at
It
halftime?
didn't work for you, did it?
No, it didn't work. It didn't work.
did.
But so I
And
did
keep in
I did
mind,
half a saving.
keep in mind the quarterback that was in the game played amazing the entire year.
Yeah.
Actually almost won him another championship last year.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a ballsy call on Nick Saban's part.
What do you think will happen with him? Think he'll stay?
Who?
Jalen Hurts.
Before we go any farther, what's powder buff again?
It's when girls play football.
That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever fucking heard of.
You ever been
It's
there?
flag football.
No, we didn't
It's-
have it. No, we didn't have that back then. We just kind of let the.
You know football.
Yeah.
It's 2017.
2018.
Who's the real
She
dick?
had flip her calendar.
Point exactly.
We're like her on a football. Not this time, Mississippi.
Hey, I scored 2 touchdowns, so I don't know.
How much is that worth?
Ass. I know how much.
How much?
How much?
She said ass was the first thing she said. Not points, ass. Ass. Always
You hungry?
there.
Anyway,
Continue.
you were saying somebody was saying some shit about something.
Walker was talking.
Football. Pigskin.
Yeah, I was just talking about how it was a ballsy call by Nick Saban to switch quarterbacks. It obviously paid off. But another thing about Jalen Hurts, even though he was switched out, he was the first one to congratulate, what's his name, Tua? I don't even know how you pronounce
we'll
those
go with
names
it.
over there. But he was always the first one to congratulate him, so he obviously has sportsmanship. He's always a team player. I don't know if he was putting on the face for cameras, but honestly, he seems like a great guy. So.
He was also the first African American quarterback to win a national championship under Nick Saban as well.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people don't know that, but he's the first.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Congratulations, Mr. Hurts.
Alabama actually did. I just remember this from watching a movie, but Alabama wasn't always okay with having African Americans play on their football teams until what's his name? Who was there? Honestly, I think it was Bear Bryant. He was the one with the hat, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He wore the trench
He was
coat.
the one who started it. Started the trend of getting African Americans to come and play for Alabama, which changed everything for them because now they had Derrick Henry in recent history,
It
who's
was
an
insane.
elite
Yeah.
running back right now.
Numerous.
They had 3
Numerous.
elite running backs on
Numerous.
this team. Yeah.
Brandon Ingram is another one.
Wait, who'd you say?
Trent,
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
So
Right.
Brandon Ingram is a baller, man. He plays NBA.
Yeah. Wasn't Kamara on that team too?
Kamara, yeah.
They had Henry, Kamara, and Ingram all on the same
All on
team.
the same team.
That's a badass motherfucker.
That's another thing. Nick Saban,
Yeah.
great recruiter.
Yeah.
Like
Now, but think how hard it must have been for Jalen Hurts, like, because you said like he was first to come out and like congratulate the freshman, but still as
Well,
as
he does
an
have-
older player, like that's gotta be hard. So like kudos to him for
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah,
he's only a
I-
sophomore too, I believe, right?
Yeah, I'm sure seeing the other guy like had in the game playing well. I'm sure that
Throw a bomb.
Jalen hurted him. It hurts. See what I did there?
Oh, I did.
Do you think he'll stay in Alabama?
That's
No, I heard he might be going to FAU.
Yeah, people are talking about.
Is that where? Like,
Oh,
Kiffin is?
where
Yeah,
Lane Kiffin
because
is.
their quarterback now was a Florida transfer, and I think he's a senior, so I think he'll slide right in there under Kiffin. Yeah.
That's an interesting situation.
Florida.
Yeah.
Wish I was in Florida right now. Much nicer weather.
Were you just in Dominican Republic?
That's over Thanksgiving. It's a new year, new me, bitches. Anyway, so about Alabama, I don't have much to say here. I think they've covered a lot of it. The only thing I care about this win is because it affects the BamasDynasty. It also affects the LeBron dynasty. And a lot of people know this, but I'll also let you guys know this fact. Since 2010. Every time Nick Saban has won a national championship, LeBron James has won an NBA title. Every time Nick Saban has lost a national championship, LeBron James, or not lost, but has not made it to, or lost. LeBron James has lost the NBA title. And you can say lost because he's been there straight since then because he's the greatest player of all time. We'll talk about that later. So I'm very happy Alabama won because this means my man LeBron going to win.
That's bold as shit.
When that vintage jerseys, like 5 of these left because they all got burned by the haters back in the day. Shout out to my man Chris Hartman for giving me this.
It's a hand-me-down.
It's fucking iconic.
A little spin I'm going to put on this topic that you three did not think of, which I think you guys would agree, and a lot of people would agree. Nick Saban is literally a slightly different version of John Calipari at Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference I think between him and Calipari is he is not, I want to say, cocky about his players going to the next level.
Yeah.
Fair.
Obviously, they both win. They produce draft picks. They already said, ESPN said between Georgia and Alabama, they're going to have between 20 picks in the first 2 rounds.
Damn.
Just out of those two schools alone.
Big names.
Damn. Yeah.
But that's how I see Saban. He's pretty much like Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Great coach, better recruiter, but he just leaves the cockiness because he's all about winning.
I'll tell you what. This is why he's even better than Calipari though. Like at this particular,
He wins.
Yeah, because Calipari, everyone says if you want to go to the NBA, you want to get there fast, you go there. He's going to get you there with a nice, bow attached to you. Calipari for the NBA. Whereas if you want to win a national championship, look at Duke, look at UNC.
He's like Coach
whatever.
K and Coach Cal in the same
Together.
person.
No, that's why Nick.
And that speaks volumes.
Yeah,
No, I agree with that.
because he's trying to win.
He can still
and he's gonna
succeed
get you there,
and
which
put
is
players.
crazy.
I feel like the winning, like his legacy is kind of more important than the kid. Not the kids, but just like I think he's more worried about winning championships than you getting drafted, even though that's gonna happen.
Hey, but which is okay though. Because as a coach, it's okay to be a little selfish and say no. Like I want to get my numbers.
You get looked at more when you're in the big time games.
Absolutely. I don't give a fuck what a player does. If they don't have a good bowl game or they don't get anything like that, who cares what
When
they
you think
did?
about it, that Tua, obviously he was a well-known quarterback.
I would love
coming
this.
in.
Just for the record, I want to make sure after we're done with this show, I want to find out what the pronunciation of his name is.
Honestly, I think
I want to see if we're anywhere close. I
might
have no
be
idea.
His last
but-
name. He's saying his
Oh, his last name.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
I know his first name is Tua, but he might have been the number 1 or 2 dual threat quarterback in his class.
Number 1 or 2. No. Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
But he was either number 1 or number 2 dual threat quarterback in his
It was
recruiting class.
Tua, man.
But no one really knew who he was until his big time game, throwing bombs all over the field, breaking tackles. So now he's on every NFL scout's radar now, just because of being in a big time game and making big time plays. So I think that speaks volumes.
Big time players make big time plays in big time games.
And Alabama has more than offensive linemen this year too, because I mean they're good for 2 offensive linemen every draft, but they have like Ridley, skill player. Did the running backs decide if he was gonna stay or not?
Used to play running back.
I think which one?
Scobo.
Yeah, I think he is staying. Yeah,
He's staying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean he would have got drafted this year.
What's that? Sources confirm he is staying.
You don't know that.
My sources just told me.
Yeah, but like I said, they have skilled
Their
players this year
D-line
too.
is crazy good.
Yeah.
But
It's just crazy what he can do, because when you actually go and look at their board, their recruiting board, they're not all like 5-star recruits. Like he has like a knack for finding like 3-4-star recruits who come in and produce.
yeah, like if you look at it, they only have 5-star recruits in this next year recruiting class, but they have like 18 4-stars. So like possibly couple of those 4-stars could be a 5-star, but they're just stuck at 4-stars.
Because they're never the number 1 team in recruting.
Yeah.
Like they're never the number 1
They're
team
in the top
recruiting.
5, but
always.
they're never.
But then they're not always getting these 5-star guys.
Yeah.
It's just like I think that speaks volumes for probably the whole coaching staff in general, how they can take a player and get more out of them almost.
In 2001, Vince McMahon debuted the XFL. Today, there is speculation of a possible return. Walker, are you excited or concerned about the return of the XFL?
Before I talk about if I'm happy or not, I just want to state that it's not official yet, but there is a potential announcement date of whether or not they're officially going to do it or not on January 25th, 2018.
Siri? What's the definition of a speculation? Oh, okay. Sorry. Just go ahead.
All right, but going off of that, the WWE they didn't deny the fact that Vince McMahon has stepped slightly away from the WWE to pursue the XFL. So I think it's going to be good for people to enjoy because we all know the NFL is becoming the PFL, which is the Pussy Football League. You can't hit anybody in the league now. You can't even go at their stomach or head area. Even if you make contact with the shoulder to head, that's considered dirty.
Didn't Cam Newton just get fucked up on Sunday?
Got fucked up.
Yes, he did. But I guarantee
And put back in the game.
Pussy Football League.
Pussy Football League, which means the Panthers will get fined for letting Cam back in the game.
No, for not following the protocol.
Letting him back in the game.
No, because they didn't take it back to the locker room.
Which is illegal because, you have to check on people now.
Well, Shawnee's actually legally right.
He almost he got fucking.
That's the best part of the
he got fucked up. Okay, whatever.
Keep going.
Wow, that's one thing.
He has good hits every week.
But you get fined for them. Every good hit in the NFL, you get fined for.
No.
Yes.
I just think the bad hits are so much more scrutinized through the media that we forget about all the good hits that happen weekly. You know what I mean?
I still think they're becoming pussies. You can't hit anybody below. Obviously, you want to protect people's knees, but the range that you have to hit somebody in the NFL is so small. You can't hit probably below the waist, which that's hard. So you pretty much only have from waist up to the chest. Tell me, full speed.
It's a strike zone. You have to throw there all the
Yeah, you
time.
just gotta throw a ball there.
What?
It's easier than fucking hitting somebody.
Throwing
Throw a ball!
Yes.
They're hitting somebody!
I can throw.
At 90 feet!
Yes.
Not 90 feet.
Yeah.
90 miles an hour.
Isn't it 60?
Yeah, 60.
65?
90 is
But
the distance.
still, the throwing,
I can
Baseball's
right
a-
now. If
baseball's
we
a
went
hard sport.
outside and went to Bloomsburg's baseball field, I can throw 20 out of 25 in the strike zone.
I pitched for 10 years. I threw more balls than strikes in high school.
To be fair, you tore your UCL, the whole Tom and John.
So maybe there was something wrong
Not
with your elbow
fault.
the entire time.
That'd be a good excuse.
And,
It's
but-
not that easy to throw a strike. You play baseball? Is it easy to throw a strike?
Okay.
People.
It's easy to throw a strike, just how fast you want to throw it. Then it gets harder.
Okay. No. That's a fair statement. Anybody can throw a 5-mile-an-hour strike. No. That is true. But we're talking about baseball. You'd be throwing a 90-mile-an-hour, 95, 105. So.
But anyway,
But I digress.
off that one, you will know what a catch is in the NFL. No one knows what a catch is in the NFL at all.
In the XFL.
XFL. You will know what a catch is in the.
Are you salty about the Patriots Steelers game?
No, I'm actually not. I'm over it.
No,
But in the Jags,
he's upset about the Steelers Bengals game where there was fines for hits.
well, yeah, bullshit. But anyway, the Jags Bills game in the wild card, Jalen Ramsey caught the game clinching interception at the end of the game, but you can clearly see the ball hit the ground, but there was no review, which you're supposed to on a turnover. So there was no review or anything to review the turnover, which they would have found out that the ball hit the ground. But most likely they would have called it interception even though the ball hit the ground. Brandon Cooks against, who was it? The Texans at the end of the game.
Oh.
They led the comeback. Brandon Cooks game-winning touchdown, but you clearly saw after review, and they even reviewed this one, it hit the ground and they still allowed the catch. And then onto the Patriots-Steelers game where Jesse James brought the ball in, turned over, and then you could say lost control of the ball, which would be a fumble because he made a football play by bringing it in and extending over the end zone. So you do not know what a catch is in the NFL. You can ask anybody. Nobody knows what a catch is in the NFL.
Did Dez catch it?
Did he? No one knows.
Every time I look at that video, I think yes. And I look at it again, I think no. I go back and forth constantly.
Thank you, Jansen. See?
I understand. Okay, so I think this is a good thing, and I'll tell you why. Yes, the XFL flopped horribly the first time. It was rough, but the idea was cool. But what it's going to do, there is a section of football fans. We all saw the videos on Facebook of everybody's racist uncle down the south burning jerseys because they were happy about the anthem protests. What this is going to do is it's going to be to capture that segment of fans. And it's also going to take the WWE's fan base, and which some are already NFL fans of this, but also make them fans of this because they'll like anything that Vince McMahon does, just like they did the first time when he did it in 2001. It's a good thing because the last time the XFL, like I said, it did flop horribly. The last time they brought us some new things to sports. For baseball and the NBA, they brought us nickname jerseys, which are, I think, some of the fans' favorite jerseys that they've done in the past. So that's a really cool thing. And, of course, for the NFL, the thing that everyone always talks about is they brought the sky camps to the NFL. There's little things like that made the game better. So I think that, I think it'll probably still flop again if it does happen. But there is definitely a chance that it could bring us some small things again that we can be happy about, that we can, eventually work its way over into the NFL to make it better and get back some fans that the NFL lost. The thing that I think, the two best takeaways from this, one, with Vince McMahon stepping away from WWE, for all of our wrestling fans out there, it's going to help the WWE storylines because Vince McMahon has lately been putting out some bad storylines in WWE. It's been a little rough to watch the past almost decade now. And with him stepping away and him stop pushing Roman Reigns out on our fucking throat every goddamn second, we're going to be able to see much better product in WWE. Also, celebrations. The NFL has finally allowed players to start celebrating again. A little bit.
Team-oriented.
Yeah, which is awesome. But can you guys imagine? You go to a football game. I'm going to have to grab a prop over here real quick. You go to a football game and you see someone score a touchdown. And they go through every WWE move ever. You see the guy, people going there, they doing the people's elbow, going back and forth off the ropes. But instead of just of hitting his own teammate down here, that could be an opponent that his other teammate picked up through the ground off a power bomb and dropped the elbow on him. I was going to drop the elbow, but our floor is hard. I'm not going to do that. But I think that, that's the thing. The XFL, the players, the coaches, the management, they didn't give a fuck last time. And I think we can see that again. It's some funny things. One of our favorite videos we've watched. The quarterback who got knocked the fuck out, unconscious. Taken to the hospital. He was knocked out on the field.
A week later, played the next game. He was interviewed, and he's like, how are you playing at or whatever? He goes, can I ask you two questions? I'll ask that with 2 questions. Do I or do I not have a pulse? Yes. And is this not the XFL? Let's play some fucking football. It was great. It was great.
That never happened in the NFL, obviously. Yeah. And also, there are some XFL players who went on to have some nice NFL careers.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because, the XFL, they had a quarterback who ended up being a backup quarterback for the Steelers. They won one of the championships, actually. I forget his name, but...
I don't know.
Yeah, so, there's things that it's going to bring back to the NFL that it could help us with. However... it probably won't work out. However, this may give a chance for some other quarterbacks to showcase that they are the greatest quarterback of all time, that they get a chance to the NFL. And yes, I'm talking about Johnny Mann's GOAT, the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, I'll keep mine short, but I think it's going to be another short-lived failure. I don't think it's going to be poorly ran like it was last time. I don't know if you guys noticed, but a couple of the rules were different. The way they decided who got the ball first, it wasn't a kickoff. They put the ball...
They ran it out to the 50 or something?
They put the ball in the middle of the field, and then I think both people went to maybe the 35.
Yeah, like it was dodgeball.
And you put the 2 fastest kids. And the 2 fastest kids was like dodgeball, yeah. They'd run to the fucking ball. I think in the first 14 games, 8 of them got hurt.
Yeah.
And out for the season.
Yeah.
It was just dumb stuff.
That's good television, though. Good for ratings.
Yeah, and I think it would be funny.
Yeah.
They'll make it funny, but does it last longer than a season like it did before?
I give it 2.
You give it 2 seasons?
He's going to double his production last time.
Double his production.
And then 20 years from now, he's going to try it again. And he'll get 3. Maybe 4.
Plus, so that's all I got, actually.
I'll make this pretty short and sweet. XFL is pretty much like the CFL. It's the Canadian Football League. In case you didn't know.
I knew that, actually.
XFL is going to be like the NFL in the Canadian Football League. They're going to try to be like us. They're going to try to take some of the best things that were already made. Canada, they have their own bacon. We had that shit first.
And their shit's awful.
It's horrible.
It's sliced ham.
Another thing they tried to get was Alaska. No, fuck off. That's ours. USA, I'm out.
And we don't even use Alaska.
No.
We don't even like that shit.
No.
We just keep it up there just so we can store Sarah Palin somewhere. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, she ain't bad though.
What?
Did you see the porno?
The only thing I like her in is, even though it's not her, I like her lookalike in the Eminem "We Made It" video. We're the ones who made you.
You know you can't drink in some parts of Alaska.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bike. I always saw Alaska like a hit.
Wait, what's the
Exactly.
reasoning?
That's why.
What's the reasoning?
Because like alcoholism's so high up there. Like some villages do not allow you to drink alcohol.
well, what else are you gonna do for fun in Alaska?
Is that gonna?
You know what? I'm gonna stop myself from that one because I don't want to have to edit that out later. It's gonna get dark for a second there. Huh. I think before I talk.
Yeah. So XFL, it's gonna be a bust.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Vince.
Chris, do you believe that the NBA could ever pass the NFL in popularity?
Dustin, you don't mind going first, would you?
No, I'll go,
Go ahead.
Don't worry about it. Because she can only read.
Yeah, to be fair, on her piece of paper it did say Chris, but
No, I was to be fair, I was trying to be a dick, so.
Were you? I'm not buying that.
Oh my god, I was.
Well, you are what
you burned us so good.
So I gotta go first.
Obviously, you were too embarrassed.
Alright. As NBA popularity, NFL popularity, as of right now, I don't see it happening soon. But I do think it's going to pass the NFL in popularity. Why are you looking at me?
Really?
Yeah. But here's why. Let me get my point.
Get a chance.
I think the NBA, and not even NBA, but basketball as a whole, is doing a very good job marketing towards the young generation. So I think maybe ages 8 through we'll say 18, and at child age, I guess, young adult age. I think when they become young adults have their own. I think at that point, minors, yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. I think that.
He knows that because he has a lot of minors and misdemeanors. That's why he knows that.
As I was saying, I think the NBA does such a great job of marketing the young people that they're looking at the bigger picture coming up. I think so. Maybe next 20 years, I think they will at one point surpass the NFL, which is tough to say because the NFL owns its own day. I say it all the time. They own Sunday. But,
wow.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Church.
Oh, wow. There's that.
But, I know you see it all the time,
Now you can watch that shit on TV.
Yeah, you can watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Tag me.
It's right next to C-SPAN.
But,
You can also watch.
But like I was saying before,
Joel's teacher asshole.
obviously it's young generation, so it's a parent thing. You hear more parents every day saying, "Oh, I don't want my kid playing football."
Mm-hmm.
Even football players saying their kids that he's want to play football. Did LeBron say he doesn't want his kids playing football?
Yeah, he wants his kids.
I mean, obviously that's a bad example.
Basketball
He's the
player, but-
basketball player, but still, I think just because of that, I think basketball itself, it's gonna come into a whole different culture, a whole nother level. I also think that the NBA does a better job of I said this already, marketing the superstars. I think it's more attractable. You can become more famous playing basketball rather than playing football because someone like LeBron, you go to social media. Okay, you go to LeBron's social media. I bet you look at his followers, it has to be significantly higher than
Tom Brady,
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I just think it's such a